So we just came back from spending the whole day, like we dedicated the whole day to the British Museum because there was so much to see. It took us like almost 4 or 5 hours just to get through the top floor.
Yeah, it was wild.
And then we went to the pub and watched the soccer game.
Yep. Chelsea won. Big day, big day.
1-0. Good pub food, fish and chips. Can't go wrong in England with that. And then we've just been wrapping up because it's our last night in London, so we'll have to do some packing and then get on the Eurostar. What's been a highlight?
I think the underrated highlight of the trip for me has been the Churchill War Rooms. I thought they were impeccably done. I don't know, it was just quite inspiring. But I also just really enjoyed being here. The environment in general has been really lovely. What about you?
You know what? British food has come like a really good long way. My mum always talks to me about how bland and sad it was, but I don't think I've had a bad meal since I've been here, and everyone has been so kind and so polite and like chatty. I think like a thing that we did that was probably a highlight. I think it's just everywhere you walk in England there's architectural masterpieces. And honestly, I could just walk around for hours and hours and hours, and I have. So it's got to be just going through Trafalgar Square and Piccadilly Circus, Oxford Street, Hyde Park, even though it's a bit dead and dry, Buckingham, walking along the River Thames. Always love going to the borough markets. 10 out of 10. Great food. Speaking of food, though, we have some British chocolate bars that we're going to try and see what we think of them. We'll rate them out of 10. And I got ones that kind of appealed to me. They're not necessarily the originals, I don't think, of some of them, because I wanted to try them that looked a little bit more different. But yeah, let's give them a go. So let's start with Wispa Gold.
Wispa Gold.
And I think it's got caramel in it, but we shall see. Nine out of 10, I think. It's pretty much like a twirl, or more like an Aero. You know, like Cadbury Aero with the bubbles, with caramel. Like, that's great. I'd buy that.
Yeah, I'd say it's almost like if Cadbury made a Mars bar.
But there's no nougat.
No, that's what I mean, if Cadbury made a Mars bar.
So they just wouldn't do it with the nougat.
Yeah, it's okay. But I think it would be probably an 8 out of 10 for me.
Okay, I expect Andrew to like this one the least. It's a Yorkie, and I like raisins, but I don't think he necessarily does with biscuits. It's got little
squares.
It's not really biscuit. It's like rice bubbles.
Rice bubbles. No, I agree. It's I don't know, it doesn't have its own independent flavour, the biscuity part. It's just
It's like rice bubbles.
a pretty nice chocolate bar. I would say straight down the line it's a 5. Like, it didn't do anything spectacular, but didn't disappoint me either. What do you think?
I probably wouldn't get it again. I was hoping for more like fruit and nut vibes minus the nuts. It was pretty good, but just wasn't anything special. Maybe I should try the original. Could be my bad. Oops, I've already started opening it. A Lion Bar. Not too sure. They don't really have the description that I can find, at least. Like the Australian ones do, of like what it is. But I've got filled wafer with caramel, wheat cereals, and milk chocolate.
All right, let's give it a go. Nestle.
Kind of looks like a picnic, right? Is that what they are? Picnic?
Side.
Without nuts. Great. I've always, you know what? I don't like peanuts, so this is great. I probably would get this again. I keep going to take a second bite and then realize it's probably going to take me too long to try and eat it. But I probably would get that again.
What would you give it out of 10?
7. 7 out of 10.
It's a 7? I would have actually given it a 7 too. I was just thinking exactly the same.
I don't think I rated this one, but I'd probably give it a 5. So it was okay. Last one. Double decker.
In London. Alrighty.
It's more marshmallow. I thought it was going to be like nougat, but it's more like marshmallow. Marshmallow and rice bubbles. I don't hate it. It's not really exciting. 5. There's a coffee flavour, is it?
There is almost a coffee aftertaste. Let's have a look. Was there supposed to be a coffee aftertaste? But no, other than that, I agree. It's got a marshmallowy, like, chewiness to it. But it's also kind of, the biscuitiness isn't adding any flavour, so it really just tastes like rice bubbles. I think it's a 5. Unoffensive chocolate.
Let's roll the clips from the museums. So, tomorrow we get to spend the whole day in London, and we're going to go inside Buckingham Palace, hopefully. Go to church because it's Sunday, and then we're going to get on the Eurostar and train it to Paris, where we've got an Airbnb, which is really exciting. And the Airbnb is right outside the Arc de Triomphe. So we're going to just chill out tonight, and we will see you in Paris.
See you there.